Well, fantastic. I want to welcome everyone from around the world to our final epic presentation for the day. This is the 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time presentation. My name is Spencer Iverson. I live in the Atlanta, Georgia area, and I am absolutely thrilled to be your presenter on tonight. Epic, epic. We unveiled the name a little more than about 10 days ago, and it has been received with just resounding applause from around the world. It's bold, it's dynamic, it has a meaning that transcends just a business. You know, one of the many acronyms that we've developed around the name EPIC is Exceptional People, Incredible Compensation Plan. It's not just the name of a company, but it's a lifestyle, it's a brand, it's a standard of excellence. It's something that we're hoping that people around the world will be proud to affiliate themselves with as this company continues to grow, as it continues to mature, and as it continues to develop. Here's the question. Here's the question. Shouldn't you be first at least once in your life? Guys, I've been blessed to be involved in the home-based business space for over 26 years. I have served in virtually every capacity that you can think of in the home-based business space. My background is as an attorney. I represented professional athletes for the better part of 10 years. I went to Georgia Tech undergrad. I am a self-professed nerd. I just love data. I love statistics. I love information. But I was introduced to the home-based business industry by a friend of mine that I went to church with, and I never looked back. I love helping people. I love how this is an industry that can benefit the masses. And I just leveraged my skills from corporate America, whether it was building traditional businesses. I've taken companies public before. I've worked in Fortune 500 companies before, but I've also just been primarily an entrepreneur, really just trying to figure it out. And I know the hardships that come with that. But here's what I know about business. Business is all about timing. And ask yourself this question. If you feel this is true, shouldn't you be first at least once in your life? Who are we? Guys, Epic is a global company that provides the environment for people of all backgrounds to learn the lifelong skill of Forex trading while also pursuing your financial dreams and goals. Our team, and you're going to meet them in just a second, has more than 100 years of successful business and network marketing experience. We have industry-leading Forex traders and trainers, and guess what? Our company is 100% debt-free. These are some basic facts about who we are. I love the fact that our team has the experience as well as the expertise. Why is that important? Let me tell you why that's important. There are no decisions made by the executives with this company that don't have you in mind. I just don't like being a part of things where it's like you can't take advice from people who haven't been where you've been. I think we all can agree with that. Like, for example, I would never take child rearing advice from Oprah Winfrey. Why? She doesn't have any children, right? So in this instance, though, you have professionals who've been where many people are trying to go. We've built long-term sustainable businesses in network marketing as well as in traditional businesses. Guys, we've been through the bumps and the bruises, so we understand we're not just sympathetic, we're empathetic to the causes of entrepreneurs and individuals in the home-based business space. I told you about our leadership, guys. Here they are. Our founder, Mr. David McCovey. Met this gentleman, wow, I'm starting to date myself, probably over 10 years ago. Got involved in a project that we were in, quickly became one of the top 7 money earners in that company, built an enormous team and said, you know what? I can do this as well on my own. So he did. He went and he started a company called Evolution Travel. It's been going on for 5 years successfully. It's still going on. In those 5 years, his team has amassed, his company has amassed over $200 million in sales. Guys, it was just natural. When Mr. Green, and I'll tell you more about his story in a second, brought this to my attention and we began to think about partners, it was just an easy decision to fly to Las Vegas and sit down and talk to someone as successful and as accomplished as an entrepreneur as Mr. David McCovey. My name is Mr. Spencer Iverson. I serve as your president. Mr. Mark Sterling. Oh my gosh, this gentleman, another icon in the home-based business space. He has been the #1 money earner across multiple platforms in this industry. He was so good that a company, another home-based business, asked him to serve as their VP of sales. That company had record-breaking results during his tenure there. I don't believe in luck, I do believe in providence. And a window of time opened up where when Mr. Green was pulling us all together, he thought about Mr. Mark Sterling. And during that window of time, he was able to say yes. And he accepted the title of VP of Sales. Again, he's another data-driven person. He understands how to build and how to lead from the front. And so super thrilled to have Mr. Mark Sterling serve as our VP of Sales. This guy right here. Somebody put in the chat room, this guy. This is the guy. David Lisiaga, I tell you what, again, another gentleman I had the privilege of working with in another project. Again, he's primarily an internet marketer. He knows IT infrastructure. He knows how to build using lead capture pages and creating funnel systems. He's very system driven. He took that talent of how to leverage the internet and how to use his skills of marketing and database management, and he's built massive teams. Let me tell you something. He was in another project with us as well, did what he always does. Him and Mr. McCovey built huge teams, wildly successful. In his last project, in a 3-month time frame, 90 days, he built an organization of over 90,000 people. He was earning over $100,000 a month. But you know what he told himself? He says, why limit myself to $100,000 a month when I'm worth $1 million a month? So guess what? Just like LeBron James said, I'm taking my talents to South Beach. He said, I'm taking my talents to Epic. And we're super excited to have Mr. David Lisiaka serving as our VP of Business Development. Now, guys, Mr. Jonathan Green. We all owe Mr. Jonathan Green a huge debt of gratitude. Why? Because he was the catalyst behind the movement. He was the straw that stirred the drink. He saw something happening in the industry. He saw a window of opportunity, and he really brought everyone together. This is another 7-figure earner, a master trainer. He's built organizations in the tens of thousands. I met him also over 10 years ago, saw him on stage training tens of thousands of people. Such an amazing command of the information. And I tell you what, we are absolutely blessed to have Mr. Jonathan Green, who has a dual degree in mathematics and computer information technology, serve as our global master ambassador. This lovely lady right here. I would see her probably about 6 months ago. I started seeing her doing these trainings on trading, her passion, her command of the information, her years of expertise, her story. We affectionately call her Coach Max. She is our director of Forex training. She's helped to pioneer, along with Mr. David Lisiaga, the curriculum that you're going to be using, the training modules that you're going to be seeing. She has a staff, a team of some of the world's most accomplished traders from all walks of life. Everybody loves Coach Max. And as I said before, look at this leadership. Over 100 years of experience to help you go from good to great or help you reach your goals through Epic. Guys, what is Forex? Again, we don't want to take for granted that everybody understands what Forex means. Let me break that down for you. Forex stands for foreign exchange. It's the act of buying and selling currencies. Now, if you didn't know this, Forex is used daily by banks and central banks, institutional investors, and individuals around the world. It's what I started calling it this when I was introduced over 7 months ago to this platform. It's a portable skill. What do I mean? I used to own a legal recruiting company years and years ago. And what I would do is I would recruit partners to other law firms. And oftentimes I would ask those partners, do you have portable business? Oftentimes that term is used for financial planners and wealth managers. If they're going from one firm to another, do they have portable business? That means, can you take your clients with you? Well, as I got involved in trading and as I began to see Forex being used in the network marketing or the home-based business space, here's where the light went off for me. I share with individuals that I have never left a company, but companies have left me. And oftentimes when something dire happens to a company in the home-based business industry, the product is dead, right? So if you're in a cosmetics company and that cosmetics company goes out of business, the cosmetics that you were selling they cease to be relevant. If you're in a juice company or a coffee company and that coffee company goes out of business, the product also is no longer relevant. Well, this is where Forex education is different, because regardless of what happens with the company, no one will ever be able to take away from you the knowledge and the skill that you're going to learn here at Epic. You will always retain the information, the knowledge of how to earn money, leveraging what these major banks and hedge funds have been doing for years. It's a portable skill. Guys, there's so much tremendous value in that concept in and of itself. It's the largest financial market in the world, over $6 trillion per day. Guys, I thought travel was big. This is even bigger. And here's what I love. I love making money while I'm asleep. The foreign exchange markets operate 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. And guys, we're going to share with you everything that we know to get you up and running so you can leverage foreign exchange as well. Here are our services. Guys, we're going to offer you live sessions. We're going to give you daily signals. We have Epic University that has its own 2-week syllabus and its own built-in curriculum. Market forecast that gives you in-depth knowledge about projections that are happening with the foreign exchange market. Here's one of the things that people around the world love about Epic, and you're going to love it as well. We have very fun, engaging, interactive trading communities where you can ask questions. You can look over the shoulders of professional traders and you can see in real time how they do what they do. And guys, we have so much more that's to come. We can't even share it with you right now because, guys, we have to hold things back because we're still in our pre-launch. Let's get ready to talk about some money. Here's where I need to give you a disclaimer. I want you to look around and see if the children have been put away. Please make sure all the children are in bed right now. Make sure none of the children are watching your computer screen, right? You really need to be 18 years and older to see what is going to come after this slide, because we're about to look at some very adult income, okay? We're about to look at some very adult income. Here is our disclaimer. Epic cannot and will not make any guarantees about your ability to get results or earn money with our program information, tools, or strategies. Our plan rewards you for selling products and services to customers. While our opportunity is unlimited, individual results will certainly vary depending on a lot of factors, such as your commitment level, how much effort you want to put in, and what marketing skills you bring to the table. Any and all income projections should not be considered as guarantees or projections of actual earnings. Your success with our company results from your active participation, your successful marketing efforts, which do require work, commitment, and diligence on your part. With that being said, I'm gonna give you one more chance to check and make sure your kids are put away. Ready? Guys, listen, look at this compensation plan. We honestly feel, and guys, again, I've been doing this just for a little while. We honestly feel this is the most aggressive compensation plan this industry has ever seen. It is very, very simple. Now, I know you see a number of levels here. I'm not going to go over every single level, but I'm going to give you some of the highlights. Guys, we have, if you look closely at this, okay, there is something in this plan for you, okay? Here's what we will never do. We will never force someone, and here's what I want you to put in the chat box. Our compensation plan is optional, okay? I want everybody to put into the chat box optional. Our compensation plan that you're looking at is optional. You do not have to do it. If you want to come to Epic and you are solely interested in trading, you just want to learn the art and skill of Forex training from our team of professionals, guys, we will never push you into team building. Maybe you're a team builder. Mr. Iverson, I love building teams. I love networking. I love earning residual income, but I don't know about the trading component. Guys, that's okay too. We're not going to force builders to become traders. Now, you may be a hybrid. You may say, Mr. Iverson, I don't want to leave any money on the table. I want to both trade and build a team. Fantastic. There's something in this plan for you. It all starts with 3. As you look through the column that says personally referred scholars, you will never have a requirement to personally enroll more than 3 individuals. Think about if you've been in the industry any amount of time. The recruiting never stops. It just never stops. If you recruit 1,000 people, you'll go to a convention and they'll tell you, get 20 more, get 1,000 more. Stop. When does it stop? When does the recruiting stop? My goodness, guys, 3 people. We just need you to share this with 3 people. Even if you don't want to build a team, you should share with 3 people. Why? Because we have a program called 3 and Free. That's right. Share this with 3 individuals and your access to the training modules, the ongoing training becomes absolutely free. What are the balance requirements to become recognized as a founder in Epic? Enroll 1 person personally in leg number 1, 1 person personally in leg number 2, 1 person personally in leg number 3. When you've done that, congratulations, you're a founder. You have met the requirements for the 3 and Free, and you can now take part in every single training. You can indulge in all of the modules and really learn the art and skill from the best of how to trade in Forex. But let's say you want more. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just refer 10 people, and there's a concept called spillage, we'll train you on that, but a lot of those 10 may not even, some of those 10 may not even be individuals that you personally enrolled. But when your total team members grows to 10 with this balanced allocation, 4 in leg 1, 4 in leg 2, and 2 in leg number 3, that's 40%, 40%, 20%. 40% of your total team allocation for any rank advancement must be in leg number 1, 40% must appear in leg number 2, and 20% in leg number 3 in that order. It can't be 40, 20, 40, 20, 40. It has to be 40, 40, 20. Well, when that happens with 10 individuals, guess what? Guys, you're now at $500 per month, $125 a week of residual income. Who couldn't use a little bit of extra income simply for sharing with individuals about the wonderful world of trading with foreign exchange? Guys, let's jump to Founder 5,000. Founder 5,000. Total team members of 250, 100 in leg 1, 100 in leg 2, 50 in leg number 3. You're at $1,250 a week, $5,000 a month. $5,000 a month. Guys, in our founder column is where the bulk of individuals will appear. That is where the majority of individuals who choose to build a team, that's going to be the lane. And guys, we're proud of this. We're proud that we have very attainable goals that are not only simple to maintain, to attain, but they're also simple to maintain. You see, some companies, what they do is they make the conditions for you to hit a level pretty simple, but they make the conditions to stay at that level really hard. So you hit it one time, but you don't do it over and over. Guys, we don't want that. We want you to hit this level. We want you to get used to that. And then we want to continue to pay you at that level or above as long as you have your tenure here with Epic, guys. Guys, you have levels of ambassador that'll pay you up to $50,000 a month. We have levels of icon that will pay you up to $500,000 a month. And I believe there might be one person on this line somewhere in the world who says, I'm not a founder. I'm not an ambassador. I'm not an icon. I'm Epic. I am Epic. If you're Epic, put in the chat box, Mr. Iverson, I am Epic. I want everybody to put it, I am Epic. If you feel that, I am Epic. We want to speak that into your life. $1 million a month, $250,000 a week. I challenge you to find another credible home-based project that will put that in writing. Guys, we will pay that. We've crunched the numbers. We've done the regression models. We've stress tested our compensation plan. We can't wait to celebrate that person or those persons who are going to hit that $1 million per month milestone in this industry. It is absolutely doable here in Epic. Now, here's our launch strategy as we get ready to bring this to a close. Here's our launch strategy. We started our pre-launch campaign on Tuesday, September the 1st. Our goal is to get 40,000 individuals to lock their spot at $19.99. But wait a minute. This is so crazy because we said that we set a goal. We sat down in the war room, in the boardroom, and we were at Mr. McCovey's, beautiful estate in Las Vegas, and we were putting our heads together. What would be a good number that's a stretch, but it's also attainable? What can we do, guys? We said, man, let's shoot for 40,000, man. That'd be, and you know what, guys? we're at about 36,000 right now after 4 days. We're at about 30, so we're probably going to have to, by our full week anniversary next Tuesday, we'll probably announce that we're over 40,000, and that number is going to have to change to something else, guys. But the goal right now is 40,000 people to lock their spot. I think there's a little bit of excitement out there about Epic. We're doing 4 live Zooms every day. Really, it's 7 because we have 3 live trading sessions that's happening with our traders. Our go live date is October the 1st. So think of September as this. Think of September like a big holding tank. You get a chance to structure your team. You get a chance to get in contact with your leaders. You get a head start before the rest of the world really hears about what's happening. Because I tell you what, that first payday in October, we are going to send out so much stuff on social media because we just know that we're going to have a ton of founders. We're going to have a ton of ambassadors. We're going to have so many icons, and we might actually have someone knocking on the door of being Epic after their first 30 days. Now, what an amazing story that will be. Now, if you're fortunate enough to build to the level of ambassador, any of our ambassador levels before the end of October, guess what? We're going to treat you to a retreat in Mexico. Now, guys, I happen to know a little bit about this. This is so exciting. It might be Mexico, but we might have something even more exciting than that coming. But we're going to treat all of our ambassadors and above to a really nice, epic excursion sometime in November. We're putting the final details together right now. So guys, we're just really excited to share with you how we're going to show love to those who are really making all of this possible. Guys, how do you become epic? That's the question. How do you become epic? Real simple. Visit www.epictrading.com. Click on Join Us. It's in the upper right-hand corner. Lock in your pre-launch position today for $19.95. Begin to build and structure your organization and get ready to go live with us on October 1st when we go from pre-launch to our actual launch campaign. Let me tell you about the value. Did you know? Here's a news flash. Did you know that your epic pre-enrollment investment, because you know, we don't want anybody thinking that you're just paying $19.99 to secure a spot. No, there's value in your $19.99. Mr. Iverson, what do you mean there's value? I'm so glad you asked. Your $19.99 pre-enrollment investment includes access to more than 60 live trading and training sessions from some of the world's best. You're talking about a tremendous value. My God, it's almost like, remember when Disney Plus came out? Disney Plus came out, and what they did was they say, hey, look, we're going to give you 30 days free. You get the preview Disney Plus. Hey, put your credit card on file. And then if you like what you see, you like The Mandalorian, you like Snow White, you like, you know, all that great stuff, all those great shows that they have, then at the end of your 30 days, we'll bill you $14.99 a month until you tell us to stop, right? It was like a try it before you buy it, guys, same concept. We wanted to give you the best. They're not holding, guys, if you've been on any of those live training sessions, they're not holding back, guys. You're not getting a watered down version. You're getting the real deal from phenomenal traders and trainers. And guess what? October 1st, you can become a full-fledged member of Epic during our launch period and take that's when the library, you'll have access to the full library, the 2-week syllabus, the curriculum, and so much more. Tremendous value for your $19.99. Guys, listen, we're going to end with how we got started. This is Epic. We call it the world's ultimate trading and lifestyle community. Lock your spot in today. I'm going to give you that question one more time. Shouldn't you be first at least once in your life? Again, guys, my name is Spencer Iverson. I'm absolutely honored to serve as your president. We want you to get ready for our series of calls on tomorrow, starting with we got a 2 a.m. London breakout session. We have a 12 o'clock presentation, a day full of calls on tomorrow. So if you like what you heard on tonight, go right now, lock in your spot. Then here's what I would do. I would get my guests ready for the call opportunity calls on tomorrow. 3 o'clock, there's a Spanish opportunity every day, 7 days a week at 3 o'clock. If you know someone whose native language is Spanish, plug them into our Spanish call at 3 o'clock. All of our other calls and presentations are in English for you to enjoy and to build with. Everyone, go out there. Don't be good. Don't be great. Definitely don't be average. Be epic. Good night.